I said it was about 2:30. It's actually 1:06. Okay, so it's not that late at all. I'll be off that time. Wow, I've been having such a good day, but I guess I started pretty early. So I check it. I don't mind being wrong. I can check the sun and kind of adjust where the sun is. So, okay. It's drifting. We're on February 1st today, I believe. 12th month. Really, it's the last month of the year. That's the thing. February, which basically has, St. Valentine's Day, who kills all the snakes. February is about death, right? Killing, right? February 12th. Was it? No, February 14th, I think, is Valentine's Day, right? So February is the 12th month. It's the 12th night. This is the last month of the true solar year, right? This is it. And look at that. It's not even that cold, and it's the last month. And just like your last, time of your life, the spring is already, the heaven is already entering you. Even as people think you're just getting old and dying, spring is entering your limbs again. It's just a spring of a world that this world has excluded from all of its knowledge and consideration. So I tell my mom as she gets older, it's like you're actually growing. Spring is growing in you, And so because I live the way I do, you may think it's silly, but because of the little language that I put into my daily life, which is my sacred scripture. It's not really a scripture, by the way, because it doesn't have a crypt built into it, but it's more of a... my mom lives longer, my dog lives longer, because I'm living out the true nature of the year and of the spring. And every year I add more magic, I add more health to my home. I still have to deal with lots of evil, very concentrated evil, that comes to me because the economic world and people, and they work against this type of thing. You're working against it every day, all the measures of your labors, right? The local paramedic is working against me because he's working for God, and God works against everyone. They're working against themselves, they're working against their children. So I work for myself. When I was young, I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I want to work for myself. That's what I do. I work for myself in my home. So what do? I work for myself as a witch. So as we grow, we bring spring. As we reach the end of every dawning, we find the spring of the next song being drawn forth by our natural occupations. And so we are linked one to one, like the phases of the moon to that eternal sun, as opposed to each other. Such are the occupations of man. The candles of tomorrow are lit by the candles of yesterday. The candles of yesterday are lit by the candles of tomorrow. Right? The last part of a poem is written by the first part of the poem. That's what makes it a song. And it never ends, but then a new song is drawn forth. This is real magic, man. This is reality. In fact, it's better than reality. It's true. Reality by nature is untrue, as the word is constructed to have connotation with royalty. It is a litany, a litany, right? Royal litany, to count their coup over the human race. Reality is like a royal litany. People are lit up by their sacrificial pathologies. Okay. My knees hurting. Rest up for a second. Oh. Yeah, so that's pretty smart. But yeah, so I live to live. I don't live to die. There's nothing that dies that something else is not already growing. So even in February, the spring is growing, even as it's the last month. And they don't want you to know the knowledge of February, right? The license plate says 663 on, right? 663 on. And 663 makes the number 6, that's 6666, and then on, AAN. It's kind of a contradictory statement. No trespassing. Okay. Tre is 3. 3 passing. You notice that passing has the word ass, which is a pejorative of the sun. Tre passing. No passing of the sun. right? So there's a lot of anti-sun connotations in the English language. Even the word sun, S-O-N, means no sun, or S-U-N, unsung hero. And zero, the hero is a zero. Love is part of zero. Arrow is part of zero. And hero, because it's nothing. It's where awful things explode. The sun is the big zero in the sky, and it's a nuclear bomb that's going to nourish you under the false delusion that that's going to happen forever. And so we kill it every spring, because in 50 million years it's going to grow like the swelling belly of a human's cock or a woman's belly and devour everyone alive. Because that's what it does every fucking second of your cursed life in the economic system of God. Schizophrenic delusion. My father healed the world. They hung him upside down by a yard arm. He was like, hey, now I know what a yard arm is. Children, go get your mother. Tell them your father needs some help. People live against life, right? The spring never starts if people cancel it out. Like February has eliminated the spring and the sun. It's the 12th month, right? This is where you should really having a lot of celebrations. Woo! Right? The evil has been fought. February 1st, the last month. It's 27, 28 days. The moon and the sun are coming into alignment for the birth of spring. Oh, look at that. Who knew, like in the last month, we start seeing this much sun. That's what my work is all about. See, I brought life out of the doom and death and the gloom of the month. And so did Michael, township north of me. That's what we do among our many occupations. There's a number 3 on that sign, and it's yellow. Sun. And it's got like a left-hand turn. Left-hand turn. Well, it's going to be a long walk with a sore knee, so I'm going to have to stop over here and do some stretching. Oh. Maybe I should get a knee brace. I think my mom has one stowed away somewhere. A little bit, just take a little picture of my knee. I don't like wearing them because they get really sweaty. I feel good. I'm trying to see that log, get that log over there. No such luck. That's okay. Need a bigger stick. That's interesting. Well, let's see if we can get home without too much evil in our way. There was 2 evil men here one day. The thing is, it's like, I guess in my emotional body, I go people together, I can feel evil people, sick people. And, they open their mouth and it's evil, and they look and it's evil, and they feel evil like 50 feet in every direction around them. And it's like, and sometimes I will just lose it with them. I'll just like, You know, because they start speaking to me or addressing me, and it's just like, you're just making me sick now. You know, you should just keep your fucking hole shut and let me pass by. You sick fucking demons. I know that sounds really antisocial and crazy, but some people are just fucking evil. It's just something that humans can be. And they don't, you know, they could meet me one time, and it's just, every subsequent time I just see more and more evil about them. It's just like, oh fuck, that person knows my name. Shit. Don't give them personal information about you. I met this one couple of demons one day, and I had like the worst day I've had in ages, and the worst sleep. You know, it doesn't mean that it's not part of some natural process. It's not the only part of my life that's stressful, but it's like, it really shows you, like, along with when people get sick, for instance, you often really notice who isn't really their friend. And when you're dealing with different concussions of evil, it lets you to really get, you know, you might say, oh, they're okay. And then when you're sick, you're like, you come home one day and think, fuck, I hate those people. Because people can make you sick. If they're putting on fakeness in any kind, they can make you sick. You've got strategies, pathological coping systems, and the parasites thereof. So this guy named Jay and his partner Jay, like, I don't want to see them. At least they're not overtly hostile in any way. They're still just people I would never trust. People that make me sick, I don't want to be around them. There's something sicky about them. Even their dogs are sick. Stretch. So 5.04 meters makes 9, which makes 3 threes. So that's good sun energy. But it's got a black arrow pointing down. Neat. And it's got a yellow and black sign. It's cool. And then you got those 3 white bands. And number 3, just, you can see it everywhere. Mother, father, child, triangles, the triangle of man, the triangle of woman, making the 6-pointed star. 3 stars are 666. 3 stars in the belt of Orion. What does Orion, the belt of Orion, point to? The star Sirius, which I symbolize with a 6-pointed star or a 5-pointed star or a pentagram. An eagle can see 5 different colors. And the 6th point of Sirius, you could think is the sun. The 6th point of the star Sirius, a pentagram plus 1. You got good trails up there, and say goodbye to the river for a little while. The sun is out. The sun is out. The trees are tall. I'm walking outside, not in the mall. What do you do when the blood of man? What do you do when you've got a tan? Do you go to the bathroom and wipe your ass? Or do you think that song is far too crass? Bum, bum, bum. His ass. Dum, dum, dum. When you're walking along here, you've got Aerosmith right ahead of you. Beautiful mountain range. Ouch. Knees. Happy. pretty sure if I had to stretch my knee, or if I landed on my knee the wrong way, I'd probably hurt myself pretty good. It's a little inflamed, so I do a lot of walking. There's that evil woman's car over there. I used to know this woman named Anita Cook. She's just a total psycho. It's a real study in demonic family pathology. They're Catholic. I would never have anything to do with Catholics, I just, God, you want to talk about a scary fucking world, man. These are the kinds of people who think that human suffering is beatific. If you're dying or you're getting domestically abused, just enjoy the deep down, beautiful melancholy. In a sense, I've been perfectly Catholic because I've drawn upon all my agonies to make beautiful poetry that no Catholic will ever want to read. That's Martindale down there. That's Martindale Road. I don't go down there too much anymore, but it takes you to that top bridge where I don't go over. That's another squirrel. It's two today. Nice. Well, they're enjoying the day. So we sound from I think we have sounds today. Good sounds. The spring making my arms making nothing sound. That's what a witch does. But I don't look to relationships with humans to give me feedback about what kind of health I'm living in, or to really understand and appreciate the value of a man. I don't look to humans or women for that. It's impossible. It's never there. They give you every understanding that it never will be. I don't think women really know what a man is anymore, or what a woman is for that matter. Especially white people who are so dislocated. They're the ones who think they're the most found or the most lost. All decency. I've had less abdominal issues. I've just kind of living really nicely. I had 2 craps in one today, so I'm pretty much getting it. It's pretty nice. I didn't eat too much before bed last night. I had an incredibly great, deep, long sleep. Better sleep I've had in ages. Lovely. That's good. That's really another good one tonight. You get that night routine down. About 9 or 10 hour days. Yeah, you don't run into humans and you have a chance to really be happy. You take your chances around people and their diseases. Beautiful park, eh? Yeah, most of the time it is. As long as there's no white people walking around. The people that most want to talk to you are the people you least want to talk to. I know one guy around in this area who knows me by name, who deserves to know my name. He's nice. I forget. I think his name is Ewan or Ethan. I don't want to get it wrong, but it's one of those names that's never really stuck with me. It's Ewan or it's Ethan. I'll get it one day. And he's a nice man, really nice, beautiful man. I met his family briefly. You're a beautiful family, children, wife. It's like, good job, man. Jeez. Do it. Working, I guess. His wife seemed a little morbid, black hair. Which means a nice man to me is sometimes very morbid woman. Which way should I go? Oh yeah, I wanted to see if there's a way of crossing the river. That's right. So this, you cut this all down, but it's growing back slowly. It's going back everywhere. Yeah, so that's nature. We cut us back, we grow back. So, good day. I should have many good days now. The house has been righted and sounded in many respects. I know the winter's doom has been fought off, like darkness by a giant flame or sun, but I am flame. So people who say, hey, don't have any fire, they're talking about soul fire or demonic fire or the fire of sexual promiscuity, which most people think is just normal human sexuality. People have been perverted, right? Nor am I a Christian or anything. I am very conservative, or, repressed sort of person, absolutely, but I'd rather be what I am than try to be something I'm not, you know what I mean? And well, usually each person will err on the side of being hyposexual or hypersexual, but mostly you just want to be right in the center, just be a sexed being. And having healthy sex doesn't mean you have to have sex. I don't. I never have. I keep my penis away from vaginas and women who follow its demands upon them. And compulsions. Compulsive woman is a deadly woman. I've met so many women who have compulsive eating disorders or eating things. It seems silly, like they might laugh about it, but they're crazy. Someone who has trouble with food is a crazy person. And every sexual predator I've ever met has some sort of food control issue. One way or the other, whether they're into health food or vegan or anything else. Whether they're overly skinny or overly fat. Watch that. I'm glad I've become a little more omnivorous. My mom is a very healthy person. She kind of eats around different ways, so it's healthier in the long run. Even if it's not like perfectly organic food all the time. You gotta know, you gotta taste your world, such as it is, or grow your own one. I don't go to health food stores anymore. It's been a big change in my life, very positive change. I just don't shop in health food stores. The bananas now, they can be organic or not organic, I don't care. Okay, so let's take a look at possible crossings here. I think it'd be such a coup to get over this space, but I think you would need a log, some considerable girth. Yeah, I used the word girth today. Lovely. Girth on the earth. Hey, this is my son. His name is Girth. Don't worry, he'll grow into it. Or into her escape, maybe. Stop talking like that, you feverish idiot. I've actually called a manager of this health food store. The last time I was in a health food store, I called the manager an idiot. The only thing I dislike about that is that it wasn't completely accurate. I think he's basically been stalking me, for a month, off and on, and just stalking me. So they don't know. Stalkers don't know what stalking is. Oh look, there's a really long. I don't know if it'd be quite an adventure to pull that over there, but let's see. It's a really long. It could do a little bit of work, and then I think it's a little too. Let's see. So you stand it up. look at this. Woo. That log, it wouldn't work. We'll have to go further down. But well, see, that shelf right there is the best one to have a log attached to it. So that's that. Okay, so look at this one. That's a big log there too. Oh, that's a good one. You could probably use that one, but you can't cross on it. But it would be a coup just to get it to sit across. Okay, let's see what else we got. Sick people are really sick. That's what they. Sick people are sick. Sick people are sick, man. No, it's nowhere across that. Unless I eureka on something interesting. I think I'm gonna do it. This computer's gonna have to go down quickly. Yes. Maybe this one. Monday. It's not Monday. Oh, is it Monday? That's nice one. Oh yeah, it smells cool. Salmon eggs. Nice, smell of salmon. Going back upstream, I was thinking about how like songs that stick with us even when we're young, we don't realize it. Monday. And yet, if you were like 25-year-old cynical witch, and that song came out, you'd be like, so what the fuck is it about Monday, man? It's a depressing day. People go back to work, it's like, it's the moon day. Every day is moon day. In the monetary system. You get married and a few weeks later, it's all every day is Monday. It's like, oh fuck. It's Groundhog Day for Monday. Monday again. Well, yeah, that's the last possible crossing point. I can't cross there. Okay. Yeah, that's all right. You don't have time to do that anyway. Unless you waited across here. Okay. Mondays. There's another point right there. So over there. Oh wow, interesting. And then that would be fairly shallow probably around that section. Let's go out there for a second since we're here. Interesting. Okay, so like I said, if you go on the end of that log and jump over there, although it could be a bit lower, yeah, you could scurry across there, I guess. Sorta. When the river goes down, it'll be a lot easier. That's interesting. There's a person. Wow. Okay, well, river has to go down a few feet and you can probably get across here. This would be the best place to do it. But not today. Maybe not any day. So, dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I've had some interesting times around here. But when human behavior noticeably makes me sick and brings about other sickening events, that's what I talk about every day. That's something else. You know? Here's the relationship. Of course, sexual harassment. A lot of these people could take courses in sexual harassment. They're cannibals. People are always going to have to take trust because trust so much human trust has already been taken from people. Think about what you want for this world and think about what you would like to be able to trust about the world you're going into. Think about what children should be able to trust. Think about a trust made of things that we're allowed to trust and are worthy of trust, that children want to trust and need to trust, that the world made trustworthy would be the best possible world. You know? Okay. Might need a drink soon and pee. Probably food. This is kind of like the most difficult section right here. You have to go down the trail that might have other people. There's so many times children, adults, men, women, you can meet some creepy people on here. It's kind of just because it's like a higher incident people route. I heard some children on bikes once, and they were a nice family, and just I could tell by the sound of their voices that they meant evil. You know? And sure enough, that's how it turned out. Hey.
It's windy in here.
Yeah.